I just found out my office bestie and my boss were trying to frame me for embezzlement. I'm a 26F, and I thought I had everything figured out at my job. I'd been with this company for 3 years, steadily climbing the ladder, and everyone, including my boss, Mr. Henderson, seemed to recognize my potential. A huge client project landed on our desks a few months ago, and it was widely known that whoever spearheaded it successfully would be fast-tracked for the lead project manager promotion. I felt like it was finally my time. Around the same time, Laura transferred into our department. She was from an internal team that had recently been restructured, and she instantly clicked with everyone, especially me. We became fast friends, or so I thought. She was incredibly bubbly, always offering to help, and quickly became my work bestie. When she heard about my ambitions for the promotion, she was my biggest cheerleader, often staying late with me to help me with the new project, sharing insights, and even proofreading my reports. "We're a team, Sarah," she'd always say with a bright smile. But then, little things started happening. Crucial files would mysteriously disappear from our shared drive, or an important email I swore I sent to Mr. Henderson would somehow never make it to his inbox. Deadlines were narrowly missed due to technical glitches that only seemed to affect my work. I started feeling like I was losing my mind, constantly doubting my own memory and competence. My performance reviews, which used to be stellar, began to show a dip. I'd confide in Laura, tears in my eyes, and she'd always be there with a hug and solutions that never quite solved anything. "Just keep your head up," she'd advise. "It's probably just the pressure getting to you." The only person who seemed to notice anything was Mark, a quiet guy who worked in the cubicle next to mine. He rarely spoke, but I'd sometimes catch him watching Laura with a strange, unreadable expression. Once, he pulled me aside and said, "Be careful who you trust, especially with your work." I brushed it off, thinking he was just being his usual paranoid self. How wrong I was. The breaking point came with the final presentation for the big client. I'd worked on it tirelessly, pulling all-nighters. The day before it was due, my